know if you guys saw on Instagram, Terry, I believe you said you saw her interview or parts of the interview or what she was talking about. And when I say she, I'm referring to Lil Mama. We all know who Lil Mama is. And I think the last time she made like a huge splash in the news was jumping on the stage, joining at whatever award show that was with Ye and 𝐀𝐻𝐻𝗲.
That was
Alicia Keys.
That was the MTV Awards.
It was
I'm tripping. Alicia Keys. I knew 𝐻𝐻 was in there. You're right. I knew it was 𝐻𝐻. 𝐻𝐻 was in there somewhere.
Now, to be fair, since then she did do a great job as Left Eye in.
Well, she getting that bread.
Yeah,
she getting that bread. Acting
so
and modeling.
I don't want to say that's the very last thing she did because that's just not true.
I put it to you this way: I haven't followed her as much since then, so maybe I'm out the loop. I did know about the TLC joint, and I know she does modeling as well, so I do know that. Musically, really? I haven't heard too much, but she getting that paper though. He trying to play me, then he was like, "Oh, word."
Oh, really?
Oh no, man.
I think that was sarcastic, bro. I think you missed that one.
Oh no, I ain't gonna give you that much credit on that one. I'll take that if so, but
no, if she models somewhere, then that's fine.
Okay, dude, man. Anyway,
happy for her.
Thank you. At the end of the day,
yeah, I mean, get your money, boo.
Definitely is. Well, in some places, I guess in Indiana it won't be soon, but I'm gonna be like Lone for a while. Anyway, she was being interviewed. And she said, and this is via Hip Hop Wired, she says, Lil Mama wants to be the voice of straight people. Claims that she wants to start a heterosexual rights movement. Now, I'm going to read the comment that she posted on her IG page. And it's people have been responding to this all over the place. Artists like everywhere. So I'm going to read her comment and then I'll throw it around to you guys and see what you think. Says it's about time to start a heterosexual rights movement. I'll fight so hard to be respected, and some of you, not all, get a kick out of bullying people for having an opinion. How they dress, how their hair and or makeup looks, how much money they have, etc. There's so many people afraid to give their honest opinion because if they do, the LGBTQ plus will hear what they want to hear and take statements out of context. I don't have to prove myself by reminding people that I have loved ones of the LGBTQ plus community. When I speak, I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I'm just speaking my truth, just like y'all. So people started to bring up Boosie that, I don't know, it's got to be 5 or 6, maybe longer than that, 7 months ago. Talked about that with him in relation to D-Wade's son. So I read this one. I saw a lot of people on Twitter, especially like this artist coming in and chiming in, supporting her. And Jay Diff, I'm gonna come to you first, man. In terms of the comments for what she said and this movement that she's thinking about starting, what do you think about the concept of that, man?
First off, it's Lil Mama, man. And for some reason, she always wants to be the voice of something. I don't know if you remember when she first came out, she said that she was the voice of the young people at that time. And nobody really
wasn't mad at that.
I mean, it ain't nothing to be mad about, but nobody really followed suit with letting her be the voice of the young people.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So fast forward to now, want to be the voice of the heterosexual people. I don't know. As a heterosexual male myself, I don't know if I want Lil Mama to be the voice of heterosexuals. I mean, is it really needed though? It almost sounds like when February comes and some white person says, "Well, why isn't there a White History Month?" Mm-hmm. I'm saying it's kind of down those type of lines, and I'm not comparing the two struggles or what else would you call it? Not necessarily struggle, but groups, movement, whatever. I'm not comparing the two, but I mean, it almost sounds like that. And
people in the music industry joining on with this.
I don't see anybody joining on with that. She kind of buried her hatchet when she jumped on, was feeling herself a little too much when Jay and Alicia was doing New York State of Mind, or what was the name of that song?
That was New York.
Yeah, that was
New York.
It when she decided to hop on stage, feeling herself a little bit too much. And her hair wasn't even done right to be jumping up on stage, and her outfit was whack too. I'm just saying.
Well, she's lucky she was even at the show.
I'm saying, and she decided to show her whole ass or lack thereof. But I ain't here to bash Lil Mama. I mean, she's cool, and I ain't got no beef with her. But at the same time, if you're going off and wanting to start a movement, so to speak, you have to. I don't know. She probably should have her tongue and not said that, because now she's about to be alienated and probably not have any work, and it's about to be hard in these streets for her.
Here's my point. I think there are going to be people and artists and stuff that will jump onto this, and she's going to be the one that's going to get stoned for it. I think it's going to be her that's going to take all the bullets up front. And I think there are going to be people that are going to try to low key get in with her. I'm talking about actual artists following her after she gets stoned for it. I think it might happen.
What I will say is there are certain individuals in the LGBTQ community that can be seen bullies, so to speak, because a lot of them, if you don't necessarily agree with what you're doing, or if they take it a certain way, then they're offended and things get out of hand. But they can go on both sides. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's a reason to start a heterosexual movement based off of a few individuals that don't know how to act.
I mean, but y'all saw like, we didn't talk about it, but you saw what was going on with Mr. C. Like when Mr. C was with Mano, and that came up, and he was talking about the stuff that he likes. Now everybody's talking about Mr. C. You got people laughing at Mr. C on one side, and then you got people saying, well, I'm glad Mr. C said that. Like, that's what I'm talking about in terms of rap, like just music general. Like, I could see, it's not that far-fetched to me to see some certain people in rap maybe trying to get behind it, because did y'all see the reactions to Mr. C and Mano? No. Maybe I'm the only one that saw it.
What did they say?
Last week?
What did they say?
Mr. C came out. Mr. C came out it was a podcast where him and Mano and someone else, I believe he was the guest. And, you know, he had his trans situation that he got caught up in. And he basically was owning it. Like, yeah, this is what I do. I'm the guy for this and all that. People was bashing him like the next day in the news. There were also people like Charlamagne that was on the Breakfast Club.
Bashing him, though. I didn't see all the bashing.
What's my boy name that's always...
I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. Hip hop is extremely transphobic and gay phobic. Period.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, like, extremely.
But you don't think?
I think it is, but I think it's. But this is the thing. Like, when people say that, I think a lot of times, like, if you listen to a lot of rap from the '90s, it was a lot of letting the F word as it pertaining to, as what people like to say is pertaining to gay people. But I know people that have used that word and they don't even think about per se gay people when they say it. The same way there are people who say the N word about people who are not quote black, you know. Not that it's right. I'm not trying to excuse any of it, because like I pretty much go out of my way not to say it around anybody who's not black. But I think just to get back to what we were talking about with Lil Mama, I do feel like it's a little bit like what Terry said, you know, even though I'm not going to compare struggles, because I'm definitely not here to do that. But, you know, it's like whenever the Black Expo comes up, people, you know, there are people who say out of their mouths, and they're genuine when they say that, why isn't there a white expo? And like, because it's not needed, because that's what we get with boat and home shows. That's the white expo. You know, everything else is the white expo, basically. You know, I don't know. Does Lil Mama want a special convention? Does she want some T-shirts? Like, what does she want? Or does she see herself being oppressed?
Or she want a whole march like Amber Rose?
Or is this? Let's just be honest. Is this a way for Lil Mama to get some kind of publicity, considering nobody thinks about her or her music?
I don't even know who Lil Mama is. So
hey,
And there
I
you
knew
have
that
it.
was coming.
Somebody
I already knew that was coming.
spam my emote. You know, like, it's just, let me just spam it myself here. It's just like I just
Yeah, but I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Chat, did y'all see the Mr. C thing? I'm surprised y'all ain't see that because Choke No Joke was on his head, and you know Choke No Joke will always find something to complain about, but he was on Mr. C's head with the Mano comment in the his comment. So I don't know, man. She might not be the messenger, but I think after she take all the darts, you're gonna see some artists start to lean towards that way. I think, but
there's
just my opinion.
But there's to Jay Moore's point, there's no like heterosexual like discrimination or what's the word I'm looking for? There's
no prohibition against being straight anywhere. Like there's no like, wow, you're straight, you can't come in here, or we're not going to make you a cake for your straight wedding, or whatever they out here doing. But like, look, like I said, I think this is all a plea for attention. What else could it be? Like I hadn't thought about Lil Mama since the TLC movie. This is the first time I've heard anybody bring up her name in like 5 years.
Yeah, I just.
She said that she was. She said she was. How could she be a transphobe because she's Lil Bow Wow? I'd be making fun of her, saying that her and Lil. Has anybody seen her and Lil Bow Wow in the same room? Shit.
No, I don't know that one.
She's Lil Bow Wow because they kind of look similar.
Yeah, I saw that.
No, I'm cool on that.
So she was pretty much making a joke about it, saying, "How can I be transphobic if I'm Bow Wow?"
I mean. Look, she even said in her statement that I'm just speaking my truth, but people have to realize that your truth isn't necessarily truth. So let's just,
And you know what? You don't always
there.
have to speak your truth. Like sometimes you keep your truth to yourself.
Sometimes truth and people's truth has a lot to do with opinion and
exactly.
is of that nature as well. Opinion is not truth.
That's fair.
Nope. Except
I'm not mad at that. Except for Lone. Yeah, Lone had to take it.
Hey, do you? If you want to start a movement, start your movement. See how many people follow behind you or whatnot with that. No, really, if you just stay out of the way.
Might not be
There's just no need for it. Like, I don't feel threatened as a heterosexual person. Like,
I don't feel it either.
I just don't. I don't get
it.
It's like
Lil Mama to speak for me.
Yeah, it's like why do I need I don't need a whole bunch of like racist white dudes saying, "Hey, white people are oppressed." Like, no, we're not. It's like it's just that doesn't make I don't know. Anyway,
that's you know what, Lone? That's a bar right there. I'm gonna leave it at
like,
that.
Is that
a damn good
get back to, like, because when white people say that, it's because, like, yeah, man, we're being so oppressing right now because we have to treat people fairly, and we can't be racist, and we can't say inappropriate things to our secretaries anymore. We're just so oppressed. It's like, does Lil Mama want us to get back to the point where we could
call people gay?
Or just we
free speech.
There you go, Long. There you go, Long.
I don't, on that. I don't want to make a cake for them, and I want to be able to beat them up in the middle of the street and nobody say anything. Like, what do you want, Lil Mama, other than attention?
I think, attention.
Might have been a clout chase, Jay Moore. We gonna classify this one as a clout chase then? Okay.
She need to get Rihanna and try to get her lip gloss line popping or some shit. Take some notes.
Oh my God. Here you go, man. All right, man. Terry, you started out the gate, bro. Cut it out, man. And now you got Lone started. I feel you.
I ain't even do nothing.
Bad when you get Lone started.
I ain't do nothing.
Came out the gate not caring, so you got him started.
It worked because before this, because before this, I didn't even know she had a lip gloss thing, which she does based on this article. And so now I know more about it. So if I want to get some lip gloss, I know that she's got a brand out there, right? So, hey, not all bad press is bad press.
Hey, that's your fault, man. You did this.
I was just going off her song that she had, and I know that Rihanna is a very successful cosmetics.
She got that paper.
represent her or whatnot. So I'm just saying she might want to be cool and fall back and try to get on her team, but I think she probably fucked that bag up.
It might be a rap for that.
Oh, so she doesn't have a lip gloss line. I thought she did.
See,
maybe I just missed
it. Was just a song.
Oh, I missed
Here you go.
What? I'm just trying to clarify.
I mean, he definitely doesn't know who she is. He's just telling. He said he wasn't lying. He said he didn't know who was
popping.
I'm just trying to, get things right.
Oh man.
Anyways,
right, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you. Thanks to chat and everybody for sticking with us in that episode of Trash Hip Hop News.
If you've enjoyed this segment of the New Old Heads podcast, make sure to join our live show every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/newoldheads. And we invite you to join our hip hop community on Discord. Access it by going to newoldheads.com/community for talks on hip hop, sports, music, news, and everything else.